15,000 of you have already decided on these slippers. There are so many reasons you want to go ahead and get one for you and then buy them as gifts because they're Vionic, first and foremost. We have sold almost 1.4 million Vionic slippers on QVC. This is the only slipper today special value for the entire year, and the comp price on this is close to $90. It's $89.95. So you're saving $30. It's free shipping and handling. Now, the box doesn't look like this when it comes. It's a pretty box, right? But you're going to get slippers that you can shop with confidence, because if there's any problems, we have a no-hassle gift return policy. If it's the wrong size, wrong color, somebody doesn't like it, whatever. Last day of January of 2025, if there are any problems, and we'll make it right for you. So keep that in mind, because I grew up in a family, 3 girls. We totally outnumbered my poor father, and he would always say to us, buy your mother, go to the drugstore and buy your mother perfume and get her slippers. It was like, Dad. So don't worry, we upped our game when we got older and we knew better. We've got great colors at this point of the day, but I will tell you, some of the colors are getting very close to selling out. They come in a medium 5, 6 through 9.5, 10, 11, and 12 on this. So keep that in mind. By the way, there's also men's slippers. They're a 560125. If we look at the colors, here's the color I have on. And my feet are so happy, which means the rest of me translates to happy, happy, happy. This is going to be your black marl. Here's what Leah wore, and I'm like, I really like these. The fuchsia is so fun. It's sort of a pinky purple color, and that it's going to have the cream colored faux fur, and it's not all the way down, so you don't have to say, my feet will be too hot in that, Pat. Nope. No worries. It's just around the collar to keep your, your toesies and the rest of your foot nice and happy. Here's plum. Half the quantity for the plum is gone for the day. Do you see that down there? All that yellow, that means that size is almost sold out. When it turns red, it's gone. This is the only order of the year, so keep that in mind. This is blush marl, and you can kind of see it a little bit better. We chalk marling when we chalk sweaters many times, so it's almost a two-tone look instead of a solid look for you. That also has the natural faux fur. This pretty color is called denim marl, and it's very understated, the marling on this, just so that you know. Here's the gray. The gray is really nice. They called it charcoal. That's your charcoal. Most popular. Half the quantity is gone on that. And then don't miss out on this, because this is so pretty. This is going to be your chocolate. And it's like fudge chocolate. Did I get that right? Miss Monica Tenorino, who I saw last night. Somehow I've got myself all figured out so that I wake up like a couple minutes after midnight and I watch the Today's Special Value. Probably not good for me, but...
That's okay. My mom said, I rolled over, I saw you, and then I went back to bed. Thanks, Mom.
It's easy to fall back to sleep. Yes, but you were doing a really great job.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
When you slip these on, you're going to be totally convinced that you spent your money well.
Yes.
You have them on barefoot. I am wearing a trouser sock. You could wear hose with this as well, a thinner sock, and these are true to size.
Yes, they are. So this is something that's going to come whole and half sizes. So we do a lot of our slippers whole sizes. This is going to give you a medium foot, whole sizes, but I want you to also think about it's a generous last. So it's lasted kind of like our Tide, where you know you don't need to be a true, you don't need to have the wide if you're a little bit more wide. This is going to have that generous cut. So if you know and love the Tide, you know that this will work for you as well.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for saying that. I wanted to make sure that we did that. There's so much to talk about when it comes to this, and there you can see the information for the gentleman. We also, Monica and I and the whole gang here, we want to ask if you love Vionic, call us, because once you discover Vionic, there's no going back. It's called self-care.
Yes.
And why should you not have self-care when it comes to slippers that you actually can run down the driveway and not ruin them? Go for gas late at night when you forgot to do it in the morning and all those good things. $19.99 just has me over the moon.
So exciting.
All right, my friend, start wherever you would like.
All right, well, let's start with, the fact that Vionic brings you fashion and function is why we love this slipper so much, because it's giving you all of that Vio Motion technology on the inside, and you see there on that graphic, you're going to get the stability, the arch support, that cushioning that helps really just help your body feel amazing, and then all of that flexibility that's going to help the motion that you're in all day long to really flow. So getting the science, but getting that beautiful exterior as well is what we love about it. Yeah. And this particular slipper I think is so great because I speak to a lot of people who they really want extra stability in and around the home. And while this is an absolute indoor-outdoor outsole, it's that TPR heavy-duty rubber, so you can go down the driveway, grab the mail, walk the dog, you know, run to the grocery store. You're getting this full foot coverage, almost like a little bit of an A-line up top here. And Pat, as you pointed out, you have that beautiful faux fur shearling, but it's only in the heel cup. So it's collared around the back of your heel, so it's super soft against your heel. No rubbing, it's all really plush. But it stops there so that the rest of your foot can stay cool. So if you like to wear a sock, if you like to go barefoot, the inside is just that microfiber covered wrapped footbed, all on the inside as well. So super comfortable. And then the magic of the technology.
Yeah, the magic. That's what it's all about. And I have to tell you, the velvet on this is lovely.
So beautiful.
Really, really thick, lush. It's sort of a velour velvet. I've been sitting here petting it. It's just, it's really beautiful. I mean, look at the nap on it. It's just, it's so good. And the faux fur, just on your most delicate around the, you know, the back. I never know what this thing is called back here.
Yes, that heel counter. And it just feels good against your skin.
It really feels good. But let's talk about the magic, because this is what separates the mice from men here.
Exactly. You know, you could go to the drugstore and you get the slippers and you pay, you know, 10, 20 bucks for them, probably now more. But it's cardboard inside. It's literally a flat piece of cardboard. And you'll see in a few moments, we have Amy in the studio, and we'll show you in that demo why it is that you want to have support under your foot. So even though you know you need them in your sneakers, you know you need them in your sandals, in and around your home is so, so important. So don't forget to take care of that, you know, in the home, because we're walking on the hardwood floors, the tile floors, you know, the concrete, the carpet. With everything hard underneath, you're not getting that support you need. In that insole, you're going to get that Vio Motion technology, that deep heel cup. It's really going to cradle your heel and stabilize you. That's going to prevent you from rolling in or out. So if you do pronate, which is that rolling in motion, or if you supinate, rolling out, this is going to help you really stay put because it seats that heel beautifully. And then that full foot contact comes with that arch support. So, so important that it's going to come up and meet your foot, because all of those flat slippers or the flat surfaces, your foot's kind of like pancake down, that we'll show you in a few moments, and looking for support. This is going to aid in that. And then all of that flex and cushioning. So it's moving while you move, it's bending where you bend.
They feel great.
They feel so fantastic.
They feel so great. It's as if somebody is in the shoe and just holding your foot in the proper position. And you know, and we will actually show you in just a second how, and remind you, because you know that your feet are connected to your ankles, connected to your knees, connected to your hips. Mine's connected to my stomach at that point, to your shoulder, to your neck, and
your
to
brain.
my attitude
Exactly.
for the rest of the day. So you can see how great they look on. Let's do colors again, because these are going very, very quickly. So we'll start with my black marl.
Love that. And that's the only one that's going to be completely tonal black to the ground.
Okay, perfect that you said that. And even the sole.
That's right.
Okay. So Leah looks so good in this fuchsia.
She looks so cute with the black and white check. I was like, adorable.
That is so, so good. Look how great that is. Everybody else has that natural colored faux fur. Loving the plum. The plum,
so
half the quantity for the day is gone in the plum. If we go down and we move our way all the way over this way, you're going to find that that's the blush marl. So that's super pretty on it.
Love that.
And then next to that is going to be your denim. So there's your denim.
And those marls just give you like that little bit of extra texture.
Yeah.
So the rest of them have that
that
really rich color. This is going to give you almost that little two-tone kind of heathered look almost.
Perfect. Perfect description. Here's the gray. Half the quantity's gone in the gray. So in the purple and the gray, put it in the cart, check out. Don't be worried if you are like, oh, I don't know if I should buy. As long as you got the size as close as possible. If there's any problems, again, no hassle holiday gift return policy. And I'm loving the brown, because these with jeans and all the stitching usually on jeans is usually that golden brown color. These would be fantastic.
I mean, every magazine spread I open these days is like a full chocolate story. So I love that. If if you're looking for something new and exciting, I mean, Rebecca looks adorable with the little flannel and jeans. She could be entertaining in her home, put her slippers on, and still look completely put together and polished.
And she's taking good care of her feet. You know, as we enter the age of possibility, and I speak for myself here, the age of possibility, I realize that self-care is not something that anybody else is going to do for you. You got to do it for yourself. So why not $20? Get a $20 bill and say, okay, that's me. And then do it again next month and the following month. And now you've got slippers that you'll own for years, that you will absolutely love. That if you end up at the grocery store going down the aisle with your Thanksgiving list, you didn't ruin them. That's the nice thing. They're indoor, outdoor, and there's nice contact to the floor on these. So if you're buying them for someone that you love who perhaps is not as steady on their feet, this is a really good option. All right, my friend, you ready?
Ready? Let's do it. Okay. Let's show the magic. So this demo we often do because I have both my girls today. I have Amy, Kylene just walked off. I have my favorite demo gals. We do this really so that you can see just how significant the change is. So we can start on the side this time, and you see on that hard, flat, unnatural surface how Amy's foot is just kind of starting to flatten out. This line here that I've drawn on the inside of her foot, I really want to adjust her and bring her so you can see that arch have support. That flat, hard ground isn't going to come up and meet her, so as soon as I let her go, the foot really just collapses in. 75% of Americans tend to do this where they just kind of roll in and pronate.
So chances are you're doing it.
Exactly. And this is a slipper that, you know, maybe this is a drugstore slipper. And you can see it's still kind of like flat there. It's not doing much for her to support her. When I take that insole out and I swap it for Amy, and you sit into that heel cup, now you see the full foot contact. That arch support is being fully met.
What a difference.
You've got all of the stability in that heel and all of that full foot contact really making for a wonderful seat for that foot. And then I'm gonna ask Amy to just step forward. And now you see again, we've drawn that line. Now you can see how that foot is collapsing over and completely taking her out of alignment. The ankle twists, the shin twists, everything is going to be affected from this, from the foot all the way up your body, your back, your knees, your gait, the way you walk. Again, if I put her into that insole, now she's seated into the heel cup. Now that arch support is being met, and you can see she's doing her happy dance because everything that's stacking one on top of the other, the mobility changes, the way you move, your gait is completely affected. So really great to have, you know, that opportunity to line everything up, and that alignment, you really start to feel the difference when you wear Vionic.
You can remove these insoles if one would want to do that.
Absolutely. So normally we sell, QVC sells inserts almost $40.
Yeah.
So I mean, the price that you're getting this beautiful plush slipper. And you know, Pat, with Thanksgiving like a hot minute away, I can't believe, and then of course the holidays following, it's so great to be able to put something on that looks really pretty and polished and entertain all the people in your home and not like think about your feet.
There's something about velvet that just ups the game, right? I mean, look how terrific our Rebecca looks on this. Rebecca, what did you think when you slipped them on?
I can't wait to buy. I just have to decide which
color. She was like, buy which one. Yes.
You know, I thought the same thing because usually I'm not the first person in line for slippers, but I'm like, you know what? Get slippers that really feel like your best shoes. Like all the things we love about Vionic, our sandals.
Right.
And then I remember Jane Brown was like, I'm going to try to wear socks with these sandals. That's how much she loved. When we only had sandals here because that's what we had.
And it was a thorn, so that's a challenge in and of itself.
We only had sandals in the beginning from Vionic. And a lot of us, including me, who said, well, you know, I don't really need orthopedic footwear. My feet are fine. Well, you will find it's a game changer when you actually, it doesn't matter whether you need it or not, because eventually if you keep abusing your feet in bad shoes, you're going to need it. Why do you think we're hungry and grouchy sometimes and your back hurts? And because your feet, if you're thinking about your feet, it's probably because you don't have the right slippers on.
Exactly. And you know, I just got a phone call from my mother-in-law last week, and she said, Monica, do you think you can get me a pair of slippers? And I said, I think I can, Mom. What do you need? And she said, you know, I went to the podiatrist today, and he said, I don't want you walking around the house without slippers, without supportive footwear, because the flat, hard surface is what we showed you. That is real. I mean, I used to, you know, I've been in the footwear industry for 20 years, and being at all of the trade shows in fashion, you're constantly checking everyone out, right? You just, it's a thing you just do, and I'm always looking at the feet, walking through the airports. Now I have a tendency to look are they pronating? Are they rolling in? Because my mind is so curious to see like how much of it is out there. And